I'm sure there's a lot of shit that we'll never be able to understand because our brains are just not big enough or complex enough. Or
I don't think we lack the equipment to really understand what it all is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And but what I feel from what I've heard and seen so far is that the universe is just exploding, and then at some point everything gets stretched out enough and it starts reconnecting and bigger pieces start having gravity, and eventually it all comes back to a central point and then it explodes again. And so we're just in the middle of this.
It's like a heartbeat itself.
It's like a heartbeat itself. And who knows, it could be part of something bigger, because
could be.
Where does the universe expand? Like, what the does that mean? You know, there's so many questions that they throw stuff out there. And
they
like,
just say it and they're like, yeah.
Are you hearing what you're saying, Poindexter? That doesn't make any sense.
Fucking dweeb.
Dork.
Give me your lunch money. So how did this whole thing come about with Benny? My cousin Benny.
I'm not sure. He's got some buddies that are into church, so that was probably a big part of it.
That'll do
it.
He
likes those guys.
He fell in with the wrong crowd.
He fell in with the wrong crowd, yeah. And they're all sweater vests and khakis and just, trying to help people cross the street.
God damn it, son. He fell in with the damn.
And we were talking about that job thing, by the way, and I don't want to bring that up.
What?
The hair thing. But I do want to just say, my brother was like, I would forbid him to work there. And I went,
really?
That's not how it works. You forbid him, then all of a sudden it becomes the most exciting thing in the world. So I said...
Yeah, and then he's like, I love cutting hair now.
Yeah, exactly. So I talked about all these things, and I said... I'm not going to say don't do it, but I'm just going to say think about...
Does Benny know anyone that has or had worked there?
Yes.
I was going to say, because every time I'm in there, the little desk boy is about that age. It's usually like a high school kid that he's got in there working the desk.
Legally mandated to be over 13, but somewhere in that range.
Yeah, he's got the place just right outside the zone from the school.
Right outside the zone from the school. Looking for some property.
It's 459 feet, sir.
Where am I looking for a rental, Miss Realtor? I'm thinking about a place about 501 feet from the school. I got a show. And the realtor doesn't care. They're like, I got a showing today.
I got a showing. Very exciting. Ooh, very exciting. Are you talking residential or commercial? What was the first piece of media that was like it was either a magazine or a show or a picture or something, or maybe it was a thought of your, like a classmate or teacher or something that you would use to get the old demons out?
To get the old demons?
To masturbate.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
What was like your first...
well, back then, dude, you had like print media, so I'd say probably like the Sunday paper would have like all these little circular things.
Oh yeah,
so it'd be like bra ads.
Yeah, was it the bra ads in the paper?
Sears catalog had some racy material in it.
The first thing it's like the thing that probably most prominently stands out was I watched with my like family or my mom. They rented what was it called? It was the one with Kevin Spacey. American Beauty. It was American Beauty.
A lot of sexual.
Yeah, there was nudity.
Young girl nudity.
Toplessness. And I saw it, and I accessed that in my brain for years. Maybe like 1 or 2 years.
It's a great movie, actually, too.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. I'm spent at 1 hour and 6 minutes in.
We're watching the movie and I was like, I have to go to my room. But the movie's half over. I need to go to my room.
Do you feel that? Everything is all hard and sweaty. I gotta go, Ma.
I gotta go. Are you sure, honey? You didn't eat all your popcorn.
I don't know if there's a kid in now I'm gonna sound wicked old, but there was a kid that had a picture in his locker, and you can come see it sometimes. It was a topless.
It's called an entrepreneur.
It's called an entrepreneur. No, he never charged.
Oh, that's called an idiot.
No, he was a weird ass dude. Like you were paying.
Let me see
something.
the picture. Let me see the picture.
It was topless Marky Post. Marky Post was the hot blonde chick from Night Court. Like you knew he was. This is in like the late '80s. Okay, so we didn't have school shooters, but I'm pretty sure that I was like, I'm not sure.
But there were knives in some backpacks.
He was that type of kid that was a school shooter. You know, his favorite thing in his backpack was the throwing star that he bought through a catalog, and he would throw it in the woods and be like, "Fuck you, Nick, my stepdad," or whatever.
You said you had a story about browser history.
About browser history, yes.
That's why I'm walking us through all this.
Yes, I'm sorry. I wish that I had known that
I
5
wish you-
minutes ago. So
I'm so good, you don't even know I'm doing it.
I'm out on my lanai watching TV. This is at the first house I had when I was in Florida, and my wife bangs on the glass. She goes, "Get in here!" And I'm like, "What?" And she's got a little Google Chromebook in front of her. She goes, "Are you looking at dirty stuff on Ben's laptop?" And I'm like, "What?" At this point, by the way, there's like several devices. I'm not going to go out of my way to.
Where's Ben's laptop?
Yeah.
He's good. That laptop's gonna get it today.
I go, "What? No, what the hell you?" So now I'm like, okay, I know that I'm not, but it's on Ben's thing. So what is Ben looking at? She goes, "Look at this," and she shows me the search history. This is the line that she decided to yell at me about. It said, "What is fudgina with an F?" I go, "Hon, are you fucking
It's
kidding?
adorable.
Fuck you."
It's adorable.
I know, but what does it say that she thought I was the one that was doing that?
Yeah, she thought you.
She was so fucking pissed at
She
me.
thought you. Asking what is fuck.
I guess that says something about how I am in the bedroom. She's like, "This is obviously Greg. He has no fucking clue."
Well, I'm happy you're finally starting to educate yourself. But why on Ben's computer?
Yeah, I'll never forget it. That'll be stained in my mind forever. What is fudgina?
Her first thought was that it was you. Vagina.
I'm looking at this one right here with the little dog. She's like a favorite of mine. This Madison Sinclair.
I'm looking forward to watching it.
She's a stand-up comic that does she's got her own stuff. I told you she just did a stand-up a special. I don't know if it was on Netflix or what it was on,
Jace.
but she had this little dog strapped to her in like a little thing while she was doing the show.
So she's like a prop comic.
No, I think
I hear what you're saying. She's basically Carrot Top.
she pulls the dog out. Now she's got a freaking toilet seat. Now
Well,
it's
look, to be honest, let's be very real. It kind of is absolutely a prop.
kind of is a prop.
It is a prop. Like even when like a pregnant lady, unless when she does the special, she doesn't mention her pregnancy once, unless it's like maybe like a little bit. Like,
cut. There's a fucking prop baby. You didn't tell me this was a prop baby.
This is a prop baby. Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's a like if,
I don't know if you could say a pregnant woman's pregnancy is a prop. I mean,
it is with when they're on stage and that's their whole bit is about them being pregnant.
if that's their whole bit, right?
If they'd say it at the top, be like, "Yeah, you look at me, I can't lay off the hot dogs and fucking beer." You know, if that's like the thing they say, just to kind of like, "I'm pregnant. I know I'm pregnant. Let's move on," and then the rest of their set has nothing to do with it.
So in that way, the 90% of open micers' dick is their prop because they're just talking about their dick and whacking off, and they can't.
Well, it is hack. It is hack. It's not hack.
Right. So hack and
But
prop.
pregnancy is something that's not always there. It's like it's there only for a second. It's not a consistent always thing. And when the whole set is like revolving around, it's kind of proppy.
I don't think her whole set revolved around the dog. It was weird to me that she
I think
had
you
the
can
dog
have a
there.
good debate about it. Is what I think. Whether or not being pregnant is a prop or not.
I think it would
Did she
be.
mention the dog at all?
She does mention the dog. Prop. You're in the audience. It's prop. Hack. But I think more with her, it's like her whole life is the dog is her prop. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of women that have these little toy dogs and they're trying to incorporate them more into their life than Tammy incorporates into hers to show they love animals more. Right? Because there's some girls that don't get it and they just actually like try and get involved with all these fucking weird animals to be like, oh, I'm more into animals than you are. A lot of girls like, I want to have a latte and like a little dog and I'll just pet him more than you pet him. I'm not going to adopt a fucking 3-legged
Have you seen my
hamster.
electric eel?
Yeah. It's endangered. I have special water. It's only in Evian. So this girl, though, she's a comedian, but she does this one type of video sometimes. No, she does other shit. She's a very lovely woman, but she does these really cheesy. Well, let's just watch.
Okay, sure.
It's like 11 minutes, maybe 14.
All right, let's get it. Let's dig in.
Bartender's like, what can I get you? And the penguin's like, I don't know, are you on the menu? And the bartender's like, I don't know, is that a wedding ring on your fin? And the penguin is like, you don't want me to get into that, it's a long story. And the bartender's like, I'm here all night. And the penguin's like, all right, well, yes, I am technically married, but she marched out on me years ago. And the bartender's like, that's weird, I thought penguins mated for life. And the penguin's like, yeah, we're supposed to, but it's actually all my fault. I was having an affair with her brother Greg, and she found out and flew into a rage. But not really. She's a penguin. She can't fly, but you know what I mean. And the bartender's like, why would you do that? And the penguin is like, I don't have a logical answer, and I know it's bad, but meeting Greg was a lot like when I was a younger penguin.
That may be part of the draw for this
And I had
video.
only been on the
think it
snow,
is.
and I was really awkward.
I think I
And
know a
then
video
one
sticking out in
day,
your mind
they let us
tonight.
go in the ocean for the first time, and I suddenly had all this grace and immediately knew that that's where I belonged. And Greg was my ocean, and the bartender's like, then
That's
why
usually
isn't
when
he
I'm
here?
done. I'm out at that point.
And the penguin is like, yeah.
Oh, by the second Greg.
And the bartender's like, I'm so sorry. And the penguin's like, I couldn't handle it, so I just left after it happened. And the bartender's like, I was wondering what a penguin was doing in Texas. And the penguin is like, well, I'm actually headed to the Mexican border wall. The bartender's like, why are you going there? And the penguin's like, I heard I could work for ICE.
So, you know, she does these super animal-oriented little
So
jokes
penguin
like
walks
this.
in the bar,
So
and the bartender's
she,
like,
so here's the
"Oh,
draw for me.
and the
She's
penguin-
cute. They're funny.
And full stop. Full stop.
no, screw
No,
that.
here's-
they
no.
are funny because she does put a lot of.
If she was unattractive, would you have thought it was funny? Because let's be honest, it's not funny.
some of them are funny though. This is not the best one, but this is a pretty good one. They're funny because she does these.
No,
it's
no.
always.
Let's be honest. It's not funny.
I think it's funny.
I didn't hear you laughing, buddy.
Well, I mean, because I've seen these like a bunch of times. You know, it's not maybe like a laugh out loud thing, but I think it's clever.
It's
how many?
She's hot.
It's how many animal things she puts in. And she's got the dog. She goes back to her dog. Her dog's got like this fucking condition where he's always like, looks like he's like fucking half stone.
Oh man, dude, my name draw today is too bad for this. I can't even whip this up. Continue talking. I'll think of it. Go.
Well, I was just saying, it's not just that she's hot. It is that helps that she's hot. But just think it's cute that she does these things. It's always the same music. She does this story where she puts all these little animal puns in there. It's funny to me. It's like dad humor. It's like dad humor with a hot chick and her little dog.
Let's try to find one. Look, let's try to find. We want to go to her reels.
Yeah, I think it's her reels.
You tell me which one to.
Keep going. I mean, she does them like once every couple of weeks, but she's
Yeah.
posting like pretty regularly, I guess. It's
I would
funny because
I would assume one of these are.
yeah, go do one of those.
But I mean, are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, none of them are going to be like riotously funnier than that one, you know. But like I don't.
Greg.
That might just be is that a reel? Let's see. Is that one?
These are all reels.
So a butterfly walks in the
Okay,
bar.
here we
It's
go.
like, I'll take one rose. And the bartender's like, it's pronounced rose, but sure. Can I see some ID? And the butterfly hands
You're
her
not
the
even
ID.
reading what you
Bartender's like, this is just a photo of a caterpillar. And the butterfly's like, it's an old photo. The bartender's like, well, if I knew you just transitioned, I would have offered you a Bud Light. But I see why you got the wine. You know, you guys have both aged very nicely. And the butterfly's like, don't talk to me like that unless you're trying to spread these wings. And the bartender's like, wait, are you gay? And the butterfly's like, yeah, all butterflies are gay. What heterosexual thing would call itself a giant swallowtail? And the bartender's like, oh, well, I guess that's a whole different meaning to butterfly stroke, but wait, are moths gay too? And the butterfly's like, of course. Why do you think they're so attracted to flaming things?
It is a
Bartender's
joke.
like, I had no idea.
It is
And the
wordplay.
butterfly's
That's what it is.
like,
It's just like
yeah,
wordplay. She
But
does
is
these
it
little
is
things.
it
I
what I
prefer
would
it that
be
way,
like?
'cause
Hey, dude, you got to
once
see
they
this
start
hilarious
gay, like, they
thing.
start talking to me like, yes, monarch, like you pollinate and stuff like that. It's just
You know,
and the bartender's like,
here's
well,
what I'm
I'm
thinking
glad I know
though.
now.
We need more big-titted female comedians on this show, because I think
We start with one, and
I think
in.
we can. I think we can draw in. Let's look at how funny she is.
So a snake walks into a bar.
No, the other one was funnier. You're too clothed in that.
I
Oh,
don't
here we
know-
go. This one looks hilarious.
she does a lot of these things.
This one
puts
looks-
these things on butts.
Oh yeah, this one's hilarious.
Well, that's like her thing too. She likes to put funny shit on, you know, because usually just says juicy.
Yeah.
What does it matter what the hell it says, you know?
It doesn't.
You imagine
I was reading.
defiling her. That's what you walk around doing.
Oh, here we go.
Defiling women with your eyes.
So a Shetland pony walks into the bar, and the bartender's like, "What can I get you?" And the pony's like, "I don't know. I guess I'll just have a Chardonnay." The bartender's like, "Will that be in a bottle or glass?" The pony's like, "Definitely a bottle. I just got horrible."
A lot of animals at bars. So
That's-
far, I'm
that's
seeing a
what it
running.
is.
It's all animals, all bars.
All animals walking into a bar for the most
So
part.
she almost has like a Mad Libs thing you just fill out with different animals. So, okay. Horse walks into a bar, sits down to the bartender who's Rhino. Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
This might be an inappropriate
Yeah.
question.
You're like, yeah.
The horse
Yeah, I mean, it's you have to be a level of clever to put it in because she is actually funny with him. Like if you sat down to do one right now, or if I sat down to do one right now, it wouldn't be quite as funny as what she's putting in. I know she's just throwing them together because she's a comedian.
Right.
In her downtime, wants to fucking dress her dog up, and she's like, I just can't put videos of me dressing my dog up. How about if I played this slow music and told
And took
weird
my-
animal walks into a
With
bar
my
joke?
tits out.
She's trying to bridge the gap
Trying to bridge the gap.
between scantily
So you
clad
see it and you're
nonsense
like, oh,
and regular
ooh,
nonsense.
finally a little break.
And I just think it's funny because the dog is actually like he's got some type of thing, like a
He's a Chihuahua.
dog Parkinson or something. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Chihuahuas probably only live 6 years, and she's like, I only have a little bit of time with him. I haven't actually looked into it enough to see if the dog has something, but she's doing really well in that war of rich women against each other, trying to outdo each other with the little fucking.
She's
lap
like,
dogs.
I did mine on stage. He's listed in the credits. They have to pay him.
Yeah, I married my dog. Top that bitch. I'm legally married to this Chihuahua.
That's right. He gets everything. If
He
I
gets
die.
everything, and he's trying to kill me.